it's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk with another instalment in my hashtag 100 things, and today we're using varied vases, and I've created a really cute mini version of a classic kind of card, and it's an easel card, and this is an oval easel card, and this is the size of it. It's a dinky-doo, teeny weeny, fits in the palm of your hand. You can make little mini envelopes to go with this. It's very frugal on supplies, and you know, it's got the wow factor because it's so small and cute. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how I've made that. So just move the varied vases to one side. Now I am going to have to bring in my die cutting machine, so the table will wobble, so you'll just have to hold on to your hats. Right, so I've got a piece of A4 thick whisper white here, and I'm going to cut it at, what did I cut it at? Can't remember. Did I do three and a half? I'm going to cut it at 3.5 to be on the safe side. There'll be a little bit of waste, so you could adjust it, but just to be on the safe side for the video, I'm going to cut it at 3.5 on the short side, the full width of the A4. Okay, move that out of the way now. Try not to rock my table. And then what we do is we just fold that straight in half. Okay, like so. Give it a crease. And then we're using the layering ovals. I'm going to be using several sizes. I'll leave all of the sizes, which ones I've used, over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our big shot, well, my big shot. It's not ours, it's mine. I'm not sharing, I'm only kidding. So excuse me if the table does rock F. So don't look at my plates. I say that every time I bring this machine on. I think I've had these plates about 100 years. So here's our piece of card folded. Now, you know, it's not rocket science. All you need to do to get this shape double is put it through your die cut machine, and what I've done is I've got the, can you see the top 3 little bubbly bits, or little teeth, I've left peeking just over the edge. Can you see? Okay, and then as I put that through my die cut machine like that, with those 3 little bobbles at the top, the die cut machine will only cut the metal that is on the card. Okay, so carefully, and then wind it through, do better if I turn it the right way. Okay, now it's thick whisper white, so I'm sorry if I rock the table, I'll try and do it carefully. Okay, and then I'm just going to wind it back because it is cutting through 2 layers of thick card. Okay, and then you will see that it has cut a double little note card, but they're still joined together. Okay, so that's the start of it. Super easy from here on in. Move my die cut machine. Okay, so then what you want to do is open your card, like, it looks a bit like a toilet seat, doesn't it? Open your card and fold that one in half. Okay, try and match up the little frilly bits if you can. Okay, it'll just look neater. And then give that, why am I using that band folder? It's horrible. Give it a crease, nice and sharp crease. Okay, and that is your easel. Okay, and then what I've done is I've cut various pieces already. So I've cut another from Whisper White, which is the same shape as the easel card, and this is going to layer on here. Okay, so let's layer that on. In fact, let's do our other layers first. So I've cut some from the Subtles Basics DSP. I believe this is Blushing Bride. I've cut 2 of those the same, which is this one. which is a plain oval, and then I've gone for another smaller one, which is here, and we're going to stamp on that layer. Okay, again, I'll leave all of the what sizes I've used for what over on my blog. So for now, let's get these layered together. I have moved my camera right in front of my big window in my craft room. Hopefully the light will be better. The only downside to that is the camera tripod is a little bit squished, and so my videos sometimes might be a little bit lopsided. But we'll work with what we've got. So I'm just going to layer these DSP layers on. I want them nice and straight. And you could make a whole heap of these. You could get probably 3 out of a sheet of A4, maybe a bit extra, maybe a bit more than that, but you're going to get, a good few. And if you did a assembly line, you would make a load of these in no time. Brilliant little cards. Do them in all sorts of colours. Make your own little envelopes for them. The card, when it's finished, is going to measure, what's it going to measure? Let's have a look. It's going to measure 3.5 by 3.5 roughly. No, it's not. What am I on about? 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 by 2 3/4, roughly. That's what size envelope you'd need. So you could make those in no time out of bits and bobs. Right, so we've layered that on there. Now we're going to layer this one onto here. So we're going to put our glue on here. Layer that on there. Match up those bobbly bits. And little scallops. The best that you can. They might not layer up exactly, but do the best that you can. I just need to turn in, make sure it's straight. That would help, that's better. So there we go. So that is our easel card mechanism done. So now it's just time to decorate. So I'll bob that to one side, I'll bring in my little oval, and I'm going to stamp, and then I'm going to paper piece. So first of all, I'm going to stamp the flower. No, I'm going to stamp the vase first. And I'm using Blush and Bride so that all of the colours match. Now you're not going to actually see the stamped vase. I'm doing it to help me with my positioning really. It's not essential. It's to help me and guide me so that I get things in the right place. So I'm stamping it there, roughly in the centre, but at the bottom. So we've done with that, and then I've got my flowers here. I'm having these tall ones. Now I don't need all of that stem, so I'm just going to put a spare piece of scrap card there so that I can over stamp. I'm trying to save my grid paper because I don't have any more. I'm being tight. Okay, so I can stamp that nicely in the middle now. If you've got a stamparatus, you can use that. I'm too lazy to get it out. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm too lazy. I'll just move that to one side, and then I'm just using a different colour ink, which is slightly lighter. This is Petal Pink, just to colour those little petals of that little flower. And it's just a slightly lighter shade so that you can still see all the lovely stamped outline. Okay, and then using the remains of the DSP that I've used for the panels, I'm going to use my vase builder punch, I think it's called, and I'm going to punch out the corresponding little vase there. And there we go. If you do it carefully, you shouldn't have a lot of waste. And then that's going to go on dimensionals. So let me find some. Okay. Take the backing off. Okay. And then overlap where you've stamped with the vase that you've punched out. I did it before on a card, it's the same process. Okay, now I'm going to glue that onto the front of my easel card. Okay, super cute. Love these, I think they're really awesome. I think it's a lovely little idea. Right, so now we need something to hold our card up. You know, with an easel card you put something across there. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to stamp a sentiment. And from the same set I've chosen birthday wishes. And I'm stamping in Blushing Bride. And I'm going to stamp it there. Then you could either cut that out, or I'm going to use my classic label punch. Anybody that's been watching me for a while will know I can never remember the name of this punch, so I've written it on there. I'm forgetting that name again. It's on the front. Right. I won't be selling my punches, so it doesn't matter. So, there we go. I do like punches. I won't ever sell that one. So, and then this one wants mounting. We're going to have to use mini dimensionals on this one because it's only little. 1, 2, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek in a minute of a new punch that is coming up in September. So if you want to make this card before then, you'll have to improvise or miss the next step out, because what I'm about to show you is new. It's a new one. And it's so cute. I love it. Right. So I'm lifting that back about how far I want it, and I want it about there. And I'm going to use the dots to help me make sure that that sentiment's fairly straight. Let me have a look. Which it's about as straight as a 9-bob knot. Let's have a look. Is that straight? No. A bit more down. There we go. That's straight. So that's now holding my card up. But I want something here. So I'm going to show you. Ta-da-da. Look at this. It's a bow. Now this is from this set, which is coming. It will be available to order from the 5th of September, and it's called Candy Cane Season. It's actually a Christmas stamp set. But, you know, I love bows, and there's a matching punch. How cute, how cute. Love it. Okay. So, get my Blushing Bride. Stamp myself a cute bow. Okay. Happy with that. And then I'm just going to punch it out. Line it up. I've got my candy cane there. I should have stamped it there, and then I could have like slotted it in and not wasted any card, but not to worry. I'm not too bothered. I might save that for something. I don't know what. I'll make a butterfly out of it. Right. So I won't, I'm kidding. Now we're going to, did I colour my other one in? No. We're going to mount that on, is that going to have to go on small dimensionals, or will it fit big ones? I'll fit a big one there, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Can fit large dimensionals on there. I'm still not convinced that that is straight. Let me just lift it a bit more. That's better. That's better. And then we can add our bow. If I can get the backing off the little darling. There we go. Add my bow there in the centre. And we're good to go. How cute is that? How absolutely adorable. And it folds down and fits in the palm of my hand. I'm in love with that design. I hope you'll give it a try. don't forget, all of the details are over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for watching. See you soon.